So every week at Business at Breakfast, one of the members gets the opportunity to share further insights into their business or enlighten the group a little bit more about themselves. The member has time to can also use this time to problem solve or seek assistance from the group as a collective. The time is theirs to use however they would like. Today we have the wonderful Diane Tipper. For many reasons, we have Diane in, but one of the
She told me yesterday.
I stuffed up with the speakers roster, and you really weren't even going to get told last night, but I've gone, I'll tell you. Late, just know that you're speaking. So you have up to 8 minutes to tell us more about Sleepkeeper, but on the other hand, it's about the pillowcases as well, right? So a lot of us we know about the Sleepkeeper and things like that, and it's always good to be reminded. But Diane, because she has made these pillowcases for, so you don't lose your pillow, you take it in the Sleepkeeper, usually in a white or a light colored pillowcase, you leave it on the bed at the hotel, and now which one's yours? This is to help stop you losing your pillow, or at your sister's house, you'll find yours. So I would like you to tell us more about the pillowcases that you do so that we have insight into that. And so along the way, you tell us about that and maybe call on some people that have it or have some stories about Sleepkeeper or traveling or not losing their pillow or taking it with them. But maybe we just call on some people as well.
Yep, sure. Hi, everyone. Well, yes, my name's Diane Tipper and Sleepkeeper is my game. So it's a water, I'll just quickly do Sleepkeeper for the people that don't know, is a water-resistant travel bag for your own pillow. So you can easily take your pillow. It will compact it to a third of its size, has a handle that slips onto your luggage or clips to a bag. Don't sleep on an unknown pillow in these days when you can easily take your own. And look, Paul's actually, got his all rolled up. And I also, my little side on from the Sleepkeeper, it comes in 8 great colours. They're $39.95 and free delivery in Australia and flat rates worldwide. So whether you order 1 or 10, it's the same shipping rate. And my pillowcases, I'm not really quite sure how many designs. I think I've got about 8 or 9. And some of them are, I'll try and show you. This one is all kookaburras and bottle brushes. So Clyde's a natural. Oh, there you go. Misty's got one. And I've got ones that's for the dog lovers, and that's got to try and work it out. So that's all just lines of different dogs. I've got one for, this is definitely a holiday one, for the cocktail drinkers. So that's all nice little coloured cocktails. One for the blokes, BMX riding. I didn't forget about the poor blokes. And we've got, this is one of my favourites, the kookaburras, and I've got a few favourites actually. This is a nice wren with blue wrens and wattle, and one that Misty has is turtles, and I only have one left back in this design. They come at $29.95 for each single Sleepkeeper, each pillowcase. And once again, it's free delivery, and yeah, they're made 100% cotton. What else can I say? And they fit, they're envelope pillows. So for the American people, you actually tuck your pillow in. And yeah, that's it. So anything else I need to say that I have forgotten to say, Misty?
No, the questions will come out. The questions will come out. Does anyone have a story about their Sleepkeeper? Or Shirley, you've got your hand up?
Yeah, just a quick question, Diane. So when you get your Sleepkeeper, can you just like sleep on it? Or is the idea that once you get to your destination, you take it out of the Sleepkeeper and then sleep on the pillow inside?
You can sleep on it, but it's only one side, because one side has Velcro that when you roll it up, you Velcro it. The other side is flat. But the idea is really just to protect your pillow while you're traveling A to B. And then once you get to your destination, you take your pillow out and sleep on it as if you're at home.
Yeah,
Shanley, if you're sleeping in your horse float, you do want to keep it in the Sleepkeeper.
Well, I'm just thinking of my kids, and like they're going on camp soon, and it's like I really want one, but I just wondered, do they have to take it out? But like he's a boy, he'll just sleep on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
The
yeah.
hay and the sawdust were fine. It was the other stuff that I didn't want on the pillow.
Well,
Yeah.
what I did, Shanley, was I got them and I got all the children's names, because four of them are boys, and I know they're just going to chuck them to the side as soon as they get the pillow out, and their names are embroidered on them so that they will come back.
Nice. Good idea.
Isn't
Great
that interesting?
idea.
It's like a towel, isn't it? I mean, you know who's got theirs left on the floor.
So
Linda, do you have,
Diane, how much are they again?
The sleep keepers are $39.95
Yeah.
and the pillowcases are $29.
Okay.
I need a blue wren one. I just put a note in the thing because now that I've seen that, when I was growing up, Diane, it's sort of funny, you know, you show things and then suddenly it's like jogs memories. When we were growing up, we got Dad had bought some placemats and they're all Australian birds. So there were 6 of them and with the matching coasters. And we all had to pick one each. Mine was the azure kingfisher, but my mum's was the blue wren. So every time I see a little blue wren, I go, oh, my mum. Like I literally see my mum in that. And so now that I've seen that, I've gone, oh my gosh. So I need to get that for her. And I don't know if she would remember the memory at all or even know that that was her placemat, but it was the placemat that us kids knew her to sit by. So, yeah, so now I want one and I'll have a story to tell her as to why she's getting that pillowcase for when she travels around. So, yeah.
Can I order some already?
Yeah.
Seriously, your details are in the chat somewhere.
They're in the chat. I'll pop my website down in there as well. So then you could just...
You're welcome to just send me an email.
Yep.
Sylvia has, if you can get an email to her, I can't, but
that'd be interesting. Okay.
But Sylvia, you've got your hand up.
yeah, I was just going to say, Linda, do you have one of your sleep keepers handy where you can show them how the name was embroidered on them?
I can go and get it. They're in the packets, but let me grab them.
I've got one sleep keeper here, which when we were testing first,
Yes.
that's got Sleepkeeper embroidered on it. And then Linda actually got her children's ones and they're like double the size. So they really stand out.
That's why I thought.
Very
give it-
nice.
Fantastic.
I'm just trying to put some pictures into the chat box.
Oh, you're cleverer than me.
No, I've been trying to.
Yes, Shanley.
Oh, what's the cost with the embroidery then?
Depends on the sizing of yours, but it's either the small one's $12 and the large one's 15. Was it, Sylvia? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was about 15.
Was that right, Linda?
Sorry, what was the question?
Was it $15 a name for the large? Yeah, you can't remember either. Anyway, yeah.
So I got
That's the larger size.
The larger size of the names. I've got 5 of them here.
Nice. So I've just put some pictures in the chat box of like staying at hotels in different places and how I didn't lose the pillows because Simon took his pillow away before he had like the Kookaburra one. He took it to his brother's and then it got left there for 6 months until he could go back and get it. And then Noah's, which is the one with the dogs, that's the brown one there. He at Christmas time when we were down at Simon's mum's place, there was 11 grandkids there. And all the beds were made up in the lounge room and all the kids, blankets and everything else. And Noah's like, that kid there, your cousin, is very close to my pillow. But see, if he didn't have his special pillowcase, he would never have known it was his pillow anyway. So now so they move it. Like, you'll know now. So we knew when someone had theirs on the floor, if someone was putting their feet on someone's pillow, like whose pillow it belonged to, based off that. And then the boys, so particularly Noah, but the boys got very fussy about, actually, now that I know which one is my pillow because of these pillowcases, I don't want just anyone touching it. I just want it to be mine too. So they've become very particular about their own personal pillows and where they put their head now too. And they're 11 and 13. So well, that's cool. So install it into the little ones. Does anyone else have any questions for Diane?
Oh, there you go. They make great gifts as well, especially with as we're slowly getting closer to Christmas.
Yeah, I've already got my cocktail one for my sister, because that seems to be her thing these days. So as soon as I saw the cocktails, I've gone, I better grab that, because once they're gone, they're gone. So just something else to think about as well. Once they're gone, they're gone. But the secret is be prepared before you're going on holidays, not the day before. Heather, you got your hand up?
Yeah, Diane, I just wanted to say that, and with Misty saying about the hotel thing, that is that triggered something very different in my mind about sleep keepers, because I have a daughter who travels with work, and you know, we love our pillows, and you do sometimes lose them because they get picked up or mixed in with the hotel ones, or left behind because they're the same color. So
Yeah,
I really like that. So I think that's a great another way of thinking about it.
It didn't occur to me. I've heard Diane say about the decorative pillowcases before, but until I got some, I didn't understand. And it was only at a hotel that I'd moved some pillows out of the way and gone, there's Simon's pillow, like right there. I would never have noticed it, like at all. Another little handy hint for traveling, particularly with kids traveling with a Sleepkeeper, is there's enough room that you can put your pillow in there and an overnight change of clothes. So if you have to go somewhere and it takes 2 days to get there, so for us, Chinchilla to Canberra is an overnight stop. So instead of getting all the bags out, it's like, there's your Sleepkeeper. Now roll up your pajamas, your change of clothes into that with your pillow, because it's all fresh clothes, right? Roll it up in your pillow, goes into the Sleepkeeper. That comes out of the car when you're staying overnight. The suitcases stay in the car, and then it all goes back in. The change of clothes is done. Pajamas go back with the pillow. Dirty clothes go into a dirty clothes bag, and the new clothes are on. So you don't have to unpack everything to get something.
What a fabulous idea.
I must say that
because I've been doing it for years. Like, even if you got a little one, you just roll the teddy up in with the pillow as well, and the pajamas, and then it's just done. And tomorrow's clothes, and then it's just done, because it fits that much. So like they have good size. Yeah. Sylvia.
Yeah, I was going to say, I used that exact tip when my son was driving up to Darwin, and it was obviously going to take him a few days from Melbourne to Darwin. He also used the Sleepkeeper for his overnight stuff, so as though he didn't have to rummage through all of his bags to find what he needed for the night.
Nice.
It was a brilliant tip. So yes.
Nice. Sleeping bags too. You can fold up a sleeping bag, put it in, and then roll it up, because they're slippery. So the sleeping bag slips in easier too, and then you roll it up. So you don't have to roll the sleeping bag up, try to stuff it in the other thing. You just put it into a Sleepkeeper and then roll that up. And the handle is so much easier to carry than a sleeping bag handle as well. So many great ideas here, Diane. We're like Chat GPT for the Sleepkeeper.
That's right.
Live.
Well, I did have a grandmother once email me saying she uses it to store her grandchildren's single bed doonas in her linen press, because when she needs it for when they stay, but they just take up so much room. But putting them in a Sleepkeeper and then in the linen press, it makes it a lot
minimizes,
smaller.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's not a pillow that really doesn't fold up. If you can fold your pillow in half, even if it's really firm, it rolls up. My father-in-law got one. I gave him one for his birthday a couple of years ago, because he came over to our house. He was getting his bags out of the car, and I watched his pillow fall into the dirt. And I'm like, okay, I know how to fix that. And then it won't matter next time. So it's amazing. You'll see people with pillows, like struggling with pillows, and you think, oh, I have a solution for you. You need a Sleepkeeper. So Heather, did you have something else to say, or just randomly still got your hand up?
No, I'll take it down. Thanks.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Diane. That was fantastic to hear about the Sleepkeeper, but then to talk about the pillowcases and how they.
Thank you, everyone, for your input as well.
I was going to say, and sometimes it's just good fun to sit back and brainstorm, right, of thoughts and ideas, and just share stories of how we utilize them as well, and different ways to use it. Linda, you got your hand up?
Just while I remember, I was on Facebook this morning, and somebody posted a thing about they were going traveling in Europe for a few weeks, and did anybody have recommendations about what's the best thing you can take on travel with you? And I put the line in, you need your Sleepkeeper because you don't want to be sleeping on other people's drool. So see what they come back with.
Yes. Yeah, nice one. Actually, I got in the post yesterday because Diane's Sleepkeepers now come in new packaging. And so I got it in the post yesterday, the packaging, so I can take it down to the post office and show them. And Simon opened it up. And we're at dinner. I was having dinner with the boys, and then Simon came out of the office because we a little bit earlier, and he opened it up and he pulled it out. And Noel goes, "Oh, is it just a bag? Like, I don't understand." And Simon looked at it and he said, "You know, of all the things that you've taught people to sell, this is without a doubt the coolest thing ever." And I'm just going, how good is that? So, you know, there you go. Even a man's version of a Sleepkeeper is like, it is just amazing. So there you go. Simon's not one to hand out compliments easy. So.
We should have a show of hands of who already owns a Sleepkeeper.
There you go. Nice one. Nice one. And then the
Show
pillow
of hands
And the
of
rest-
who's
the
going
re-
to own a Sleepkeeper after 11 o'clock.
And the rest of you need to get one because you never know when you might want them.
You don't know when you're going somewhere, right? You just don't know when you're going somewhere. So yeah, absolutely. Don't sleep on an unknown pillow. There's ways around that now. All right. Thank you, Diane, for being our speaker today. And thank you, audience, for helping out as well. That's fantastic.